Ready? The boys were singing shing-a-ling the summer that we met. You were 10 and 17. How could I forget? All the stars from near and far were watching from above, watching two teenagers fall in love. The way we danced was not a dance, but more a long embrace. We held on to each other and floated there in space. I was shy to kiss you while the whole wide world could see. So shing-a-ling, shing-a-ling said everything to me. You like my bow? Are you not singing tonight? What's up with you? Champy, come here. Are we singing? Swarm round my head, 10 million more in books written beneath my bed. And I wrote or read them all, went searching in the swamps, still can't find how to hold my hands. And I know you need me in the next room over. I am stuck in here all paralyzed. 4 months I got myself in ruts, too much time spinning mirrors framed in yellow walls. Ain't it like most people, I'm no different, like to talk on things you don't know about. Like most people, I'm no different. I like to talk on things we don't know about. I don't know why the dog's not singing. I got nothing for you. Maybe it's the bow. Damn bow. Ruining my reputation. My sterling reputation. How's my hair? Women, we should school Kyle on the placement of the hairband bow. Just saying. I think it's best if I don't know how to wear the bow. Just walk around work going, am I pretty? Am I pretty? Oh, so pretty. You are a waste of dog. You are just 4 legs of useless flesh. Where is the singing? Were we on strike? This turned into a union shop overnight? I think he wants more than chicken sticks. He's like, I want liver snaps too. Get over here and sing. You want to sing? I gotta say, champ, this is one of the lamer performances I've heard in a long, long time. I pay him good money. I pay his handler good money. I asked for like a song and a half. I got nothing. I got nothing tonight. There's been something, baby, I've been trying to say. One age and it seems I don't know how. The past and the future now surrounding me. Surrender to whatever cheap thrill can be found. There's been a little trouble since you came to my rescue. And if you like all of the rest, I would've quit you long ago, but I couldn't do that. Oh, tell me now, when and why I never went too well. Make a man crazy, make him cold as hell. I'm a woman that you wish me well, but in spite of your trying, still gonna have to find my own way through. Yeah. All right, good people. You should do a Jack Black song. I should do a Jack Black song. Skibbity-bee-bop, shibbity-bee-bop, shabbity-bee-bop, boo. I could probably figure one of those out. Some Tenacious D number. Did you see that? I think it was Jeff Daniels on Kelly Clarkson, where he sang a song about his guitar. That I should learn that song. That was a really good song. He like moved her to tears. It was just so like raw. It was very much the kind of music I like singing. Daisy May, he was amazing. Yeah, wasn't he? Did you figure out how to tighten the loose nut? I have not. No, my nut, she is still loose. See, it's very bad. It's very bad. I just tuck it in. Have you used Bland AI? I have not. I hear it's kind of boring. You get it? Because it's called Bland AI, and it's kind of boring. It's See, sometimes comedy's hard. I'm a prop comic. I have one prop. It's a pink bow. do not know what bland.ai is. Let me go look at it. And if it's something that installs malware in my computer, I'm going to be pissed off. Okay? Let me just start with that. He went to Bland. He just typed in the URL like a dum-dum. Now I got all this cryptocurrency. Bland.ai. What's worse than clicking on a link from a Twitter? Typing in a URL from your TikTok channel. Still hiring humans? Bland AI. I'm Bland. Your new AI phone calling agent. I can make millions of phone calls in a 24-hour period. Do you know how fucking inundated we're going to be with these calls? Give me your phone number. I can't have it call my phone number. Because I'm on TikTok. You see? See how this works, people? Hey, Marge. Marge? Hey, yeah. Quick question. Hey, hun. Hun? Hey, hun. Yeah, I know you're watching the wheel. Hey, hun. How do you turn on the TikTok? What? You put it on for me. Is it live? If I can see my face. Yeah, I'm right here. Hey, Mark, could you come? What are they supposed to do? They're supposed to tap it? They're supposed to tap it. You're supposed to tap it. What? Tell them to get their grandkids. Oh, the grandkids to tap it. Oh, because kids like tapping. Because they like the TikTok. Go get your grandkids. Have them tap the screen. That's what Marge said. I don't know how to do the TikTok. What? Yeah, no, I got some mac and cheese. No, I'm good. No, I'll get ambrosia later. I'll get the ambrosia later. I'll get it. Oh, you know I like it. Now you want to sing? Now you want to sing. What is your general malfunction? The time for singing is past. I'm just about to start. Just talk to Marge. Get over here and sit. Sit. You ready to sing now? Ready to sing? You want to do Hallelujah? Well, I heard there was a secret chord. David played and it pleased the Lord. You don't really care for music, do ya? It goes like this, the fourth, the fifth, minor fall and a major lift. Baffled king composing, hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Your faith was strong, but you needed proof. Saw her bathing on the roof. Her beauty and the moonlight overthrew ya. She tied you to the kitchen chair. She smashed your throat and cut your hair. And from your lips she drew hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Satan wears suit and tie. Does he work at the Dairy Queen? Does he listen to rock and roll? Does he feed the mean? Singing hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. What about Jesus? have a drink or two. Power of example, my mama said it and I heard. She said 1 ounce of action beats a ton of words, singing hallelujah. Mama said there would be angels, hallelujah. Mama said there would be sun. Some dog singing. It's all good. It's all good. We thought he was broken. He just needed some time. You know what it was? He had dinner right before. I think he was a little rambunctious about dinner. I think he was excited. All right. We got some folks in here. So here's what we're going to do tonight. We're going to do something. I think we might go play with LTX Studio. But I'm not really even sure. I'm going to show you something that's going to look unremarkable. That is quite remarkable. Oh, you know what I was thinking about doing? Because I don't play my guitar as much at work. This is really of no interest to anyone. But my work guitar, my Guild, that's my favorite guitar. I don't play it as much. So if I take this one to work, the one with the shitty bottom end, and bring home my Guild, then I won't have shitty problems and I'll have a better guitar here. All right, Silver Fox. One thing I got is Diffusion Doom. Another thing is the LTX contest. You can win $1,500. It really breaks my heart. See a dear old friend go down to that worn-out place again. Brandi Carlile, that woman. She's one hell of a singer, isn't she? Songwriter. Tech friend, I actually made it this time. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Daisy May just asked ChatGPT to create a laboratory QC chart that would have taken me forever by hand. You know what's funny, Daisy May? What I always say is, why spend a week on a laboratory QC chart when you can do it 5 minutes with ChatGPT? And you know what's funny? I said that before ChatGPT even existed. It's just like an old wives' tale. So I'm really glad you came to that. If I had a nickel for every laboratory QC chart I've created in my day, can I borrow a nickel? was comedy, by the way. This the gentleman that codes with AI and would like to come up as a guest. Is that you, Joker? You want to come up and chatty chat? Oh, Tech Friend? Tech Friend wants to come up? All right, come up, Tech Friend. Tech Friend, what's happening? Tech Friend, you there?
Yes. Hello.
What's happening?
No?
How you doing?
Wait. Almost here.
All right.
Oh my god, I can't keep this camera open. All right, maybe we'll just. Oh, there we go.
There you go. What's happening?
Hello.
You got like a booger on your lens.
Yeah, it's yeah, something wrong
Have
with
you
my
been
camera.
shooting
It's not
lasers
in
at
the
your camera? Have you been shooting lasers at your camera?
I dropped it on the beach and then this happened.
Oh no, that sucks. How's it going?
I'm well. I'm also a creator on TikTok. Joker and a few other people in the chat when I go live said you should do a demo on AI Learning Lab,
Oh, cool.
and here I am.
All right. What are you gonna show us? This is not planned, people. This is totally spontaneous. Do you have
Yeah,
by any chance a pink bow that you could put in your head?
Let's see.
Here, I got one.
What, you mean in real life?
Yeah, like this. Generally, when we do tech demos, we do it in a pink bow. No, it's not true. Someone sent me a pink bow as a gift, so I've been wearing it to disturb people.
I don't. Hold on. I have a colorful hat.
Okay, good. I'm glad we're setting some broadcast standards here. Okay, that's nice. I like it.
Okay.
Cool. So what do you want to show us?
I'm not exactly sure what Joker. If you want to say what you wanted, I assume it's. I've been working on an autonomous web browsing agent, like a Chrome extension that you tell it what you want it to do and it does it.
Oh, that's pretty cool. How are
So I
you?
think,
So are you an engineer by background? What's your deal?
yeah, I've been a software engineer for like over 7 years. Um,
And when did you get bit by the AI bug? Has it been for a while?
um, yeah, for ages, like since deep learning and deep dream, but
Hmm.
I'm not really like a machine learning engineer. I'm more of like applications,
Yeah.
software, traditionally web. So it wasn't really accessible until ChatGPT, and
Yeah.
then things really accelerated then. So
Yeah, and sort of
yeah,
sorts of hell broke loose. I know it's pretty crazy, isn't it?
yeah, it's really exciting. Um, yeah. Okay, I think I'm set up for a demo whenever
All right. How do we
you're
make that
ready.
happen?
I could just show it on the camera, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Let's do it. I wonder
Okay.
if can I feature you?
Oh, so yeah,
Expand.
that would be cool, but I don't know. I don't think so. Oh,
Hmm.
does that work? I think that's worse.
Yeah, I think that's worse. Shrink. All
Oh,
right.
okay, Joker is saying showing the tools, not the tools that I've made, but Robocoders AI and Lazy AI. They're kind of like full stack software development tools that I'm not really affiliated with, but I show them on my stream. So I can show
Oh, that's
those if you want. I don't know.
yeah. Anything. So generally, what I focus on in this channel is kind of post Chat GPT AI stuff, right? So any tools that are leveraging this stuff, or some of the image gen models, music models, things like that. So anything that you think would be interesting
Yeah,
for people. Great.
Yeah, I think we can go through all of them. I've
Yeah.
already set up the my own product, so I'll quickly go through that, and then
Yeah. Cool.
um, we can go through one by one.
All right. Great.
So this is a Chrome window here, and this is like the oops. Let me get this in a view that we can all see it. Extensions page. My extension is called Clickerless Cage. I've set
What's it
up a
called?
hockey
Clickless
Clickerless.
Cage.
Yeah, it's like Nicolas Cage, but it clicks buttons and stuff.
Okay, I like you already. You're willing to wear the colorful hat. You named your extension Clickless Cage. That's a win. That's a win. Pay
Yeah,
attention, people. If you're
for
not
sure.
having
We're,
fun with AI, you're wasting your time. It's
exactly. We're here
right?
for fun, entertainment.
Exactly. Because
Um,
because at some point this shit's gonna get serious. But in the meantime, let's have a good time with it. All right.
yeah, so
Loving
you click
Clickless
it,
Cage.
it opens up like this,
Yep.
asks you what's today's plan. I've just integrated voice now, so I'm gonna
Cool.
just essentially the thing is you tell it what to do and it'll go on the internet and do stuff for you.
Cool.
So I'm gonna say go on Twitter and tweet that I'm live with AI Learning Lab. And I submit that, and let's see what it does. Now, it's kind of broken at the moment, but we'll see. I think it can do tweets pretty well, so I'm not touching anything. Let's
Have
see
you
if it
set up?
clicks.
Do me a favor and turn down the brightness on your monitor so it doesn't blow out. Um, you've given in the configuration you've given Clickless access to your accounts?
So, because this is a Chrome extension, it's already authenticated with everything I'm logged into.
Oh, with
So
whatever
it
you're
doesn't need to
authenticating.
know
Oh, that's
any of
cool.
my
Oh, that's
passwords.
super cool. Nice. Okay, that makes
That's one of
sense.
the reasons I chose a Chrome extension. Okay, looks like it got stuck here. It might be because of this window size. I don't know. I also did make some changes, so I might roll back
What's
in it.
what's the tech that you're using to have it surf?
So yeah, I'm just scraping the DOM. I'm not using any vision, and yeah, it's just sending the DOM with a bunch of. I can show you the system prompt as well, actually. Let me
Cool.
open.
Corey wants to know if you're using Bubble.io. Also curious if you're
No,
using Cursor. Everyone's talking about fucking Cursor. I'm like, okay, I gotta go fucking learn that now.
no, yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, Cursor's definitely making a lot of waves. I've been making a lot of content around it because it's like
Yeah.
the current what's
Yeah,
hype.
I know. It's like the girlfriend of the day, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, this is all open source, by the way, as well. If you search GitHub Clickerless Cage. But
Oh,
yeah, so
cool.
pretty much this is the system prompt. You're an expert web browsing AI. This is kind of what the user says, current goal, current URL. And then I tell it you can respond in JSON with these actions, click button, type text, or goal achieved, like keeping it very simple, just kind of two things. And it chooses like an element on the page to click or to type text into, pretty much.
Huh. Wild. It
Um,
just it continues to blow my mind that we're effectively programming now by saying like, go do shit.
yeah, it's natural language is the new
Yeah.
programming language.
Just amazing.
I'm gonna give this one more try just for this demo. Hopefully it'll
All right.
work this time.
All right.
Go
And
write
everyone, if you
a
haven't,
tweet
go.
saying I'm
I
live
normally don't.
with AI Learning Lab.
I normally
Sorry
don't
about
recommend people play with extensions, but if you have an extension called Clickless Cage, you have to try it.
that. Oh, there we
So,
go.
is it going?
There we go.
Oh,
I'm gonna
nice.
type in
Wow.
this extra. I didn't tell it to say come join me. See, it's
That's
unpredictable. And there we go. It's submitted the tweet. Oh, and now it's writing another tweet.
You're doing a tweet thread.
You
Fantastic.
and it also has like a log of kind of what it's thinking
What it's done.
down here. Yeah.
How cool is that? So how far into development are you? Like how long ago did you start this?
Oh boy, I'm just gonna delete this tweet, so hope you don't mind.
Okay.
I started this last year in October, thinking in a hackathon, thinking I could finish it in a 24-hour hackathon.
Yeah.
And boy, was I wrong. Like I'd never made a Chrome extension before, and I had to learn so many things.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been like 10 months and now it's like kind of working. Yeah.
That's been my curse with AI is that like on the channel, it's really easy to show getting to 80%, but man, that
Yeah.
last 10% is a bitch. It's with
100%.
everything, whether it's writing, like writing a book, writing code, doing images, like any of it is just like not quite there. Wow,
Yeah.
that's freaking awesome. So what's your channel is Tech Friend?
Yeah, this one right here,
Okay.
TECHFREN, also
Yeah.
on YouTube, Instagram.
Okay, cool. That's cool. So follow Tech Friend. So nice to meet you. What's your name, by the way?
Thank you. AJ.
AJ?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm Kyle. Really nice to meet you. I'm glad Joker told you to
Thank
swing
you,
by.
Kyle. My pleasure.
All right, cool. Great seeing you. And if you ever want to come back, just come back and happy to go live. Maybe we should go live together, one day and
For
just
sure.
yeah, pull
It's like
both
you
of
got a
our
really good community here as well. So
yeah,
yeah,
it
definitely.
is.
Thank you
It's
so
a
much
really
for
great community.
hosting me.
Yeah, yeah, man. Good to see you.
Bye bye.
Bye.
I'm not exactly sure how to leave, but feel free to
Yeah,
kick me.
I don't know. I'll kick you here. I got you. You're out of here. Take that hat off. You look ridiculous. See you later. Turn on dual camera again. That was cool. Thank you, Joker, for having him come over here. He's super cool. I like him. All right, so we'll do something together. I'm starting to I'm starting to like AI Ninja. That dude, I like. I was on his. He and I did a podcast together. I like him. And Tech Friend, new fan, first time caller, first time visitor, and he visited me. This is awesome. So that was super cool. All right, Clickless Cage. Are you fucking kidding me? I think let me go. I honest to God, if you know this channel, I hate Chrome extensions because as someone with ADHD, I install them and forget I installed them, and then they trash my memory. But Chrome's memory lately is so bad anyway. Clickless Cage. That's the best fucking name for an extension I think I've ever heard. Oh, I gotta go to the store, Chrome Web Store. By the way, why is it that when you go to your extensions manager in Chrome and they have a search box there and you search for Clickless Cage, why does it not automatically just search the fucking Chrome extension store as well as your installed extensions? Why? Why do I have to click 3 times? Why? Anyway, this is not Meltdown Monday, but damn it, you got me on a roll here with with Clickless Cage. Come on, click. OLess Cage. Okay, I'm really digging the name. Add to Chrome. Add extension. To get your extension on all your computers, turn on sync. That's fine for now. All right. Let's pin Clickless. So we always have Clickless there. Okay, so I added Clickless to my little menu bar. So now we're going to pop it in here. Oh, wait. I got to enter an API key. GPT-4. Oh. Okay. All right. So we can do this, people. So if you need to add an API key to something like Clickless Cage, what you need to do is you need to go to platform. I haven't done this in fucking ages. Platform.openai.com. Remember we used to go hang out at the this thing? And I'm going to log in. So you need to have an account on the OpenAI playground. If you don't, you need to do that. And then I'm going to go, let's see, API, where are my keys? Wah, wah, wah. Playground. Going to the playground. I'm looking for a man in finance. Trust fund 65 blahs. Where are my API keys? They changed the interface. Come on, people. You can't fucking change the interface on me. Does anybody know where I'm supposed to go to get the API key? They changed it. God. Anybody? Hide your key, Kyle. Lol. It's your credit card. Yeah, no, I will. Mod channel. Kyle, another demo request pinned. All right. Wait. Another demo request. What's the demo request? No API key. No, I won't show my API key. I just need to figure out where they are. Miguel Tools demo tonight, please. Mufasa suggested I stop by. So Miguel Tools, if you want to hop up here, you can hop up here. Just do a request to come up. They hid the key to save Kyle from Kyle. Shut up! Oh, they've completely changed the playground. Dashboard. Maybe it's on dashboard. Assistance, API keys. Okay, so you're not going to see any of this. You're going to look at my light. All right. So anyway, so I'm going to API keys, and then I'm going to create a new secret key. And then, so we'll say this is for clickless cage. That gives me such fucking joy. All right, now I'm going to go to clickless cage, show settings, API key, paste it in there. I think we're good. All right. So there's clickless cage. Add an event to Google. Okay, so let's see. Go to the blog on storyvine.com and tell me what the latest blog is about. Thinking. Now, it's possible I didn't do my key right, and I'll bring you up here in a second here, Miguel Tools. Let me just see if I can get this thing rolling. It says thinking. I have a feeling I did my key wrong. All right, well, screw it. We'll do it. We'll do that another time. All right, let's get Miguel up here. Beautiful. Oops, I got to switch my camera. Switch. There you go. How's it going, Ralph?
Yeah, pretty good. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm sorry. I turn into a boomer when it comes to TikTok. There we
Oh,
go.
me too. I got
All the user interface shit.
my second wife, Marge, always helps me turn on TikTok.
We all need a Marge.
Exactly. Marge, hey, how do I know if the TikTok's on?
Poke at it. You got
I
to blow on it.
recognize you. How you doing? Good to see you.
Yeah, pretty good, man. I recognize you too.
Cool.
So I was gonna demo some stuff, some techie stuff, but my wife's actually recording something, so I'm just gonna sit outside, maybe shoot the shit for a sec. But
Yeah, that sounds good.
I can
That's
kind of
good.
talk about the stuff I do.
Yeah, that's great.
Right on. So, yeah, I've been building using Make.com and then all the AI tools that you can kind of string together in Make.com, and that's been my
Yeah.
obsession for
Yeah.
like almost 2 years now. It's been crazy, but
Yeah, you do these crazy big ass like multi-headed beast kind of things, right? There was one I
yeah,
saw you did recently, like maybe a month or so ago. It did a
yeah,
relatively straightforward thing, but like it did it like
the long way.
27 times.
Right, right. The thing I was trying to do is like, how can we, how do we take out all the repetitive tasks in video production? You
Yeah.
know, and so yeah, and I was just kind of teaching myself how to do it, but I was doing it the weird way, and I feel like now I've gotten in amongst it with some of the more traditional Make.com developers, like Stephen Pope and Angelica Automates and a few others, and they do it like the normal way. I feel like I'm on my meds now a little bit, so I'm like learning
Well, but what does that
to do it
mean?
less excessively.
Doing it the weird way. Like what were you doing that is not a traditional approach?
Like 60 operations in one
Oh,
run,
yeah, yeah,
but the intention was like, let me see if I can make an AI video with like that's 60 seconds long,
yeah,
and I have a background as a video editor. I used to work in commercial production in LA and in Sydney and New York, and I was trying to remove the editor from the pipeline, from the workflow. But
yeah.
ultimately I just kind of broke down and was like, yeah, I was like, yeah, you still need to edit. You just maybe make it easier for the editor, but there's still some technique, some like approach that's important, right? Like having a cut hit right as a word is being said for emphasis, or if cutting to the music, etc. The
Yeah.
AI isn't really ready to do that yet. Maybe at some point it will, but
Yeah, at some
yeah.
point it will.
So
But
at some point it
yeah.
will.
Well,
Yeah.
that's funny. My company is called Storyvine, and it's an automated video storytelling platform. So it's like,
There you go.
I basically set out, I don't know, 15 years ago to automate video production. So that's what my
There you
company
go.
does. But it's doing it
Perfect.
in a really kind of straightforward way where it's based on narrative chunks basically. So we figure out what are the narrative chunks of a story we want told,
Right.
and then we have an app that prompts someone, introduce yourself here, talk about when you were
Mm,
diagnosed here, talk about how you've been
mm.
treating it. So they answer a series of questions, and then up in the cloud we have basically a video shell that's got all the
Yeah.
edits in it, and it just drops those chunks in, and it kind of accordions to the length of the clip. So
That's cool. Yeah,
yeah,
that's the closest I've come as well in terms of having a shell that slots the clips in. But
yeah,
the clip lengths then I think are preset. I think what would be interesting is if the AI could analyze the clips and
yeah,
make a decision about what's the same way you have like podcast editing AI stuff now that
yep,
will know when
yep,
to switch camera when someone's speaking, right, et cetera.
yep,
How to get the gack out, right? That's half the job with editing. Is like I got to look at all the crap and
yeah,
decide,
exactly.
oh, that's crap. That has to be taken out, right? And
Yeah, yeah.
that's the tedious part of it, but ultimately that's what makes it valuable.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's what we did is we basically said, okay, if you film 2 hours of crap and you're only going to use 2 minutes of it, let's just go get the 2 minutes of it. And so
Right.
our philosophy is just answer this question, and then if you do
Yeah.
that 4 times, we can stitch those together and it tells a story. So that's what
Smart.
Storyline's all about. That's cool.
Very cool. Very
So
cool.
so tell me more about like where are you now with Make? Are you're like starting to figure out like what's the like what's been that journey? Because
Yeah.
I went into a big automation thing real early on, shortly after ChatGPT came out, where
Yeah.
it was really like I was thinking about AI the way I've always thought about computers, which is let's make shit more efficient. And I've
Hmm.
since kind of come out of it, so I haven't been doing the automation thing recently. So I'm
Right.
fascinated by that. Where's your head with it now? Like, what are you doing different?
Well, yeah, the big unlock for the last couple of weeks has been Airtable. I pick up some custom
Oh,
work from time to time, and so I've got a client that's an Amazon seller, and he's trying to go big on his organic, reach, but he's a big Airtable guy. He's kind of a software developer by
okay.
by trade. So it was a chance for me to dive in and really understand it. And then Stephen Pope is a big Airtable guy too. So Pope just gives a ton of training away. I dove into that shit. Essentially now I'm building apps. So I'm able to
Oh, cool.
use Airtable as a controller, and I can say, here's the prompts, or even I can even just drag and drop a JPEG in. Like, so right now I've also got like a play account called Ralph Does Stuff, and I make, AI videos and playing along with trends and shit, So one is like the dark fantasy trend. And then I sort of stumbled on a trend with like making a caveman on a unicycle, like there's an old video game on the Commodore 64 I used to play. called BC Quest for Tires, and that's your little jump man. You're a caveman on a unicycle, right? So I just prompt that. I'm like, give me a cool looking caveman on a unicycle, and I put that up. You know, I make like 6 to 10 shots and cut that together to some hip hop song, and that's like at 1 million views. So I'm like, oh, maybe that's a lane. Maybe that's something to keep going with. So like playing and making the fun shit, and then building the tools to make the fun shit, and then demoing the tools, right? And sort of like maybe one hand will keep washing the other. But that's been an interesting angle. So right now I'm building out a Street Fighter Dark Fantasy video, and I'm using Airtable to trigger it all. Let me see if my wife's off. I can just put it up for a quick second. I'll demo it.
And Airtable, just to be clear, and for folks on the channel, Airtable is basically a database, right?
Yeah. They describe it kind of like Excel or Google Sheets on steroids.
Yeah, exactly.
You just have a lot of functionality in the cells. You can designate, you know, this is a number cell. This will have a click button. This will have a URL. And then you can cross-reference those things. There's a bit of automation you can put into it in the backside. And that's where the webhooks come in. And then you can basically send a query to make, or even getting in the documentation. So I've been really interested in these AI tools and then learning their documentation. So when LeiaPix turned into Immersity, I went into their documentation, and I didn't understand it. I'm not a coder, but I would take screenshots of it, and I would take the URLs and give it to ChatGPT and be like, explain this to me at a 7th grade level. And it would.
That's so
and
cool.
It would go, here's a Python code. You can paste this in. And I paste it in and go, what did I do wrong? And they say, oh, you missed a comma. Okay. And I go fix it. Right. And that's been the workflow. Like I'm like hacking my way in as a no code developer and tricking myself to become an app maker essentially. And it's, that's sort of the beauty of this. Yeah.
It's bonkers. It's beautiful. Have you played with LTX Studio yet?
I haven't. No, I'm not familiar with that. Let me see.
Oh, you got to play with it. If you want to do the movie editing stuff. So it's basically a platform. You give it a prompt, like make me a film about XYZ, and it gives you scenes. It gives you shots within the scenes. It renders the images for them. It gives you characters. Now it's junkier than shit right now, but it does sort of multi-shot
editing. It does
editing.
the whole thing.
Yeah, it gives you a level of control. Like if you're a filmmaker and an editor, you'll appreciate the level of control it gives you, even though it's janky right now. It's something to pay attention to.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I'm definitely all about getting in early on these things. And, you know, the first few AI videos I made, the comments would just be like, this looks like shit, though. Like, it's cool that you made that, but it doesn't look good. You know, and I'm like, yeah, okay, fuck you. But yeah, you're right. It doesn't look that good. But it's more about demonstrating that it can be done for now, and then take it from later. So this is the typical workflow. I've got Airtable up here, and I've just got a bunch of cells. And what I've been doing is just dragging and dropping either like, this is like a cosplay image of Chun-Li, right? And then I drag that in, and then I've got my prompt sitting right here, and I'm like, DVD screen grab of Chun-Li, directed by Jim Henson, Willow, Dark Crystal, you know, film grain. And then I get these back. And then I can pick one, and this is all living inside the table. So then I like, okay, that one's great.
What's doing the generation?
Midjourney.
Okay.
So I'm sending an API called a Midjourney, and then I have the ability to select all from 1 through 4. I can blow that up, and I built in the functionality to pull back 200%. There's more functionality in Midjourney, obviously, if you're in Discord or whatever. Yeah. But I just like keeping it streamlined, because then I can also send it over to Luma Dream Machine from the same place. So once I have a still that I like, but more recently, what I've been doing then is just downloading them and then running them through 3 video generators. So I'm running them through Kling, and then Luma Dream Machine, and then Runway, and then I'm winding up getting. Slick.
So you run,
right, and then I get this like range.
Yeah, you run it through 3 of them, and then you're like, okay, which one sucks less? Oh, that's really cool.
Yes, yeah, and then I just I have like an editor's delight. You know, I have like, okay, now that I've got 5 shots for this character. One's wide, one's tight, one's a crane, one's a dolly. That one fucked up, but whatever, it doesn't make the cut, you know? And then you just do a cut down. So I've been doing it for 15 and 20-second videos. And now that I'm like getting it to like the 1 million view mark, now I'm like, all right, let's make them 60-second videos so we can get in that creator program and monetize that way, you know? And I just feel like that's a path to just being utterly creative and building up an audience that way. And then just on the side, I got the tools account, this account,
Yeah.
Ralph Miguel Tools. That's
Yeah.
just like, here's how I did it, you know, and I'm documenting it for my own so I don't just forget it next week. But yeah, that's been my thing. That's been my workflow.
Yeah,
Right
you
on.
definitely need to go play with LTX Studio. You'll really appreciate what they did.
Yeah.
Like what I think's amazing about LTX Studio is right now it's technology that is designed for film editing, but it's the
Yeah.
kind of thing where they're basically taking a known workflow and replicating that workflow, and they take a single prompt and then they stitch together 4 or 5 different models and generate this whole workflow. And so it's like you're going to be able to, we're going to see applications like that for every workflow out there, from like, business analysis to, consulting to creative development to,
Yeah.
So anyway, so
That's awesome. I'll take a look at
yeah.
that. One thing
Yeah,
I
take a
want to
look.
do next is like I'll have chats with ChatGPT. I'll put it on the headphone mode when I'm walking around. I did this.
Yeah.
I was traveling. I did the digital nomad thing for like 6 months, and I took my family around the world because
Oh,
I was
cool.
like flogging the remote work thing. But I was in Portugal, and I'm in the back of the supermarket, and I want to buy 2 bottles of wine. Like, I don't know anything about wine, and I definitely don't know anything about Portuguese wine. And so it's like a sci-fi moment. I fire up ChatGPT. I got it in the earpiece, and I'm just like, I don't know anything about wine, but I like Napa, Zinfandel, and I like Australian Barossa Shiraz. Go. And it just talks me through like the soil in the Douro Valley in Portugal. And you may want to try a bottle from there. And I got 2 bottles from that region. I took it home with the pasta that night. It was perfect. And maybe every bottle of red in Portugal is perfect. I don't know. But it was like, so
No,
I
it's
used
one-
ChatGPT to
it's
bounce
one of those-
ideas that way.
Yeah, it's just one of those things that my most recent TikTok video was an assignment for my audience to go have a 5-minute conversation with ChatGPT about a topic you know nothing about. Just get curious and just go on a walk and just get educated on something you're completely clueless on, because it's just like one of the things that I'm curious where you are on this. So this channel started like the week after ChatGPT came out, and then I started doing the lives like in April of that year, 23, I guess. And
Yeah.
for a long time, the channel was about the tools, and because it was like we were trying to figure out what the tools were. And I feel like
Yeah.
at this point, all the tools are all so good that it's like you can literally just throw a dart at any tool, and like you're doing, like just fuck it,
Yeah.
just have 3 different video tools, render it, and then pick what's good.
Yep.
Where my mind is shifting right now is shifting to what are the aptitudes, what are the ways we need to be as professionals in the world to be hired in the future. And it's not you learn a skill, right? Because the AIs are going to do all the skills. And so I wrote an article on LinkedIn called Rise of the Agile Human. And it basically, here are these attributes. And like one of them is curiosity, and one of them is drive, and one of them is creativity, and one of them is discernment or taste, right? And one of them is judgment. One of them is adaptability. And so where I'm kind of shifting the focus of the channel is looking at these tools through those lenses, right? And so, yeah, go learn something from ChatGPT. Just start exercising, that flexibility, that curiosity, because the tools are just going to be there. But your ability to navigate swiftly between them, that's the thing that's going to be the challenge. So I'm just curious, where are you
100%.
on that journey?
Yeah, what's been a weird asset, spending 10 years working on commercial trailers and tech launches in LA, and being around all those hoity-toity arty types, the art school kids. I didn't go to art school. I was a college dropout. I played in a punk band. But
Nice.
being able to rub elbows with those guys that got the master's degree and are the creative directors and are the most sought after, they got the nice boat shoes or whatever. That language that you say in the studio when you're like, let me refer to this art movement. Let me talk about this lensing style. Let me talk about this color palette, right? And that's what earns you not just, it gets you to the X as far as getting it done and making it look good, but it also earns you some cred amongst the other arty farty types, right? But I say that because now I feel like, so I'm building an app with the same workflow that I'm using to make my funny caveman videos. Oh, by the way, someone asked, what the account was. It's Ralph.does.stuff. Ralph does stuff. That's my play account with the caveman videos and all that shit. So anyway, I built the app. Yeah, cool. I built the app to do that for myself. But then I also went and I hit up a friend of mine who works in LA and is a producer for VFX on big budget, Marvel movies and shit. And I was like, how would you like a storyboard machine? Like he's like, actually, it's amazing you said that because I have a terrible storyboard right now and I'm trying to get it approved and it looks like crap and I don't have a budget yet and I can't go bother my storyboard guys because they'll be insulted. So, I mean, ironically, like I don't want it to just take away jobs, but I want it to be one of the tools in the kit, right? So, so I basically build it. So we take the crappy storyboard frame, we put it in, we go fix this, make it look more like this, graphic novel style, Frank Miller,
Nice.
And then it gives you back the frame, and then you can throw character references at it. So for these guys, they're not in the Discord. Since freaking COVID, they weren't on Discord making Mid-Journey shots. They're like still hiring storyboard artists. So it was an interesting one. So I built that as an app for him, and now he's playing with it. But I'll get to the point now. I have a tendency to do this. I give a lot of context and a lot of backstory, but I think this answers your question.
That's what
So
I call this channel Chat ADD. So we get it.
There you go. Perfect. Yeah, this is why I'm finding my moment in the AI world because it's like the AI is like, can you give me more context? And I'm like, I would love to give you more context. My wife is just shaking her head. Yeah, I have all the context. So all right. So the point was he then jumps in as he's getting comfortable. He gets a frame back and he's like, it's almost there, but the camera needs to be a little lower. And he starts describing the scene, and he's a perfect prompter. He's an expert prompter because he's been in these studios talking about all the different ways to execute good-looking images, right? So it's like and I've had people say that to me, like, it's weird that the guys who know how to use Photoshop or know how to use After Effects or know how to use Cinema 4D, they also can make good AI images faster because the art bots understand, right? You can just talk to it like a junior designer and it does actually get those references and it does know how to execute it. So
this is one of my contentions that people that have deep expertise, if they can get their head around, giving up the control of what they know, they're going to be really good at this stuff. There's a really interesting thing. A buddy of mine that I used to work with in a previous company, HT Snowday, he's head of innovation for some company, and he did a contest in his company the other day where he had 30 or 40 people in the room, and he gave them they had a 30-minute session, and the goal was use AI to make a game. And it was like 4 rules. It was like you have to use AI, you have to do it in HTML, whatever the rules were, right? And then he had prizes for like fastest game, best game, all that sort of stuff. The fastest game was done by a customer service guy in 2 minutes and 30 seconds. The best game was done by a project manager. The only people that failed to make a game successfully were the engineers. Because they knew how to make a game traditionally. And so they told the LLMs, like, okay, I want sprites falling from the top of the screen and have gravity and interact. And like the people that didn't know programming were like, give me a game where shit falls from the sky and I catch it. And,
and it should be fun. It should be an award-winning game.
Should be fun.
Make it the better game. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Wow, that's really cool.
That's a great point. Amazing.
Yeah. Cool. Great to see you, man.
It's been a pleasure.
I appreciate you coming up. Let's do this again. Maybe we'll do it live where we promote it and get both of our audiences to hang out.
A lot of fun. Sounds great.
Cool, man.
Rock on. Catch
nice
you soon.
meeting you.
See you.
Here.
Likewise.
Bye. All right. I'm figuring out how to do this shit. Turn these things on and off. I don't know. Who did you guys spontaneously arrange to have those guys show up? That was fucking cool. Whoever did that, rock on. Joker, Brandon, whoever's doing that shit, I'm digging it. Question, Make versus Zapier. So Zapier's been around longer, which means it's got a meteor ecosystem of services that you can call, but to be honest, it's completely overwhelming. There's 5,000 different services you can call. The ones that are really interesting, quite frankly, are call OpenAI to do AI shit, right? Or call, Midjourney to make Midjourney images. Make is it's a more modern interface. It's a more, I don't want to say it's user friendly. I would say it's more visually friendly because both of the automation tools. Oh, God damn it. I just dropped all my cards. um, any automation tool is effectively programming. They call them no code or low code programming environments. You're still fucking programming, right? You're still doing, I've got inputs and then I'm going to send those inputs out to some service and I'm going to get the result back and then I'm going to take that and I'm going to stick it in a database like Airtable and then I'm going to do this with it, then I'm going to do that with it. You are still programming. Now, Zapier, I don't know if Make has added this. Zapier has added in some AI stuff where you can just say, hey, make me a Zap that does all this shit. And it'll sort of build it out for you, but you still have to go in and configure everything. So if you don't have that kind of geeky Lego block tinkering kind of brain, automation tools are going to drive you fucking crazy. If you do, you're going to love them because they're incredibly powerful. And you don't need to use programming language per se, but you do need to learn their quirky interfaces. And both Make and Zapier have their own quirks and weirdness. We can't pin question when someone's on stage, so he's copying them here. Oh, that's cool. Love that. Hide your keys. My full key isn't there, but anyway. Show settings. That thing's still weird. Maybe I used the wrong key. Did I use the wrong key? I don't know. Doesn't matter. All right. Let me pick up my cards. Well, that was super cool. I dug having those guys up here. We got to do that some more. I'll get the AI Ninja guy on here. Maybe we do just one night. Maybe Wednesday nights are like guest speaker night. That would be kind of fun, wouldn't it? So janky. Who was up there? Sad I missed. That was Ralph Miguel Tech. I forget. Open mic night. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Very fun. All right. Let's see. What are we going to do? I want to show you something. I want to show you something that on its surface is completely underwhelming. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to play this here video. So this, if you're of a certain age, will look quite familiar. This is Doom. So when I was starting agency.com back in the 90s, Doom was all the rage. So all of our web guys, all of our builders, as we called them, would play this. They'd work till like 10 o'clock at night, and then they'd start little Doom tournaments. We went through more keyboards but so this is all looking familiar. What you're actually looking at here is there's no game engine behind this. There's no 3D model with shitty graphics rendered onto it, with shitty texture maps. This is being generated from a diffusion model at 20 frames a second. So this is a guy playing Doom that's being generated at 20 frames a second. This door requires a blue key. Now, I don't know how they get the logic in here. I don't know how it's doing what it's doing. But the implications of this are fucking huge. Because again, back to this idea that the tools we have today are the worst they're ever going to be. So imagine a year from now, 2 years from now, you're going to be able to prompt up a AAA quality game that is dynamically generated from AI. This is holodeck shit. Like, this is fucking crazy. So anyway, so if you see this, if you're scrolling Twitter and you just see this movie about Doom, the big deal here is this is not a game engine. This is not 3D models and texture maps. This is just like when we go to Krea and we type in our prompts and it generates those images really quickly. That's what this is doing at 20 frames a second. So it's a very simple game, and I bet it's the only thing it's trained on. Yeah, absolutely, Pate. Like I said, it is an underwhelming underwhelming thing on the surface, but it marks for me the first of these kind of these applications of AI that subsumes an entire way of generating games in this case, or entertainment. So anyway, that's pretty bonkers. All right. It's like AI watching a movie on repeat and then it generates that movie. Yep. Absolutely. The memories. Yeah, exactly. Yulu RX, you're hysterical. What did Yulu say? Is Mel being funny? Hold for a second. I can't stop drooling. What's she talking about? Mel, are you wanting to see me in my little pink bow? Is this the thing that gets all excited? I don't think Pate's enjoying the bow. I am very underwhelmed by this. Pate, you're underwhelmed by everything. Of course you're underwhelmed by this. That's kind of dope. Insane. Found the card during the move. I'm up for being underwhelmed. Ralph.Miguel.tools. That's who we were just talking to. Was Ralph. That's so funny. I've never met him before. So I actually had never met either of those guys before. They're both super cool. So that's great. Whoever arranged that, thank you for doing that. That was super cool. Since we're doing demos, check out my RAG, but it will be underwhelming across sessions is strength. Oh, across sessions is strength. Joker, maybe why don't you and I connect on that? Like, why don't you demo it for me so I can sort of get my head around what it does, and then maybe we can put together a demo. Either you can come up and demo it, or I'll demo it for you, and after I know what I'm doing. But yeah, let's do that for sure. All right, women should school Kyle on the correct way to wear my bow. Wait, how many fucking ways are there? Like, is this wrong? What am I doing wrong? Is it supposed to be higher? Because now I got to do my makeup? Is that what this is, to keep the hair out of my foundation? I'm a little moist. I think this is the way to wear it, Corey. Listen. Let me educate you women on how to wear a pink bow. No way, it's too much fun watching this car crash. This can't be wrong. This cannot be wrong. Ladies, you're just trolling me. Mansplaining how to wear a pink bow. Now listen, what Corey meant to say. It's perfect, Kyle. See, Emilio's wife is with me here. I've got support. I pay her for that support, but that's not important. Oh, good Lord. All right. What time is it? 8 o'clock. Let me go. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-da-da. Where did you put AI mods? Is that where that was, Brandon? Brandon, where did you put the LTX Studio contest? Is that in irregulars? Might be in irregulars. Joker, too heavy, but less heavy is in the comments. This is what people think of me. Y'all are swell. Ooh, that's nice, Danielle. Very nice. Love it. All right, we'll use that. We'll throw that in the library. Love that. There's the owlbear. Nice. Okay. LTX Studio contest. Okay, so if you're new to the channel, and Ralph, oh fuck, what was the other guy's name? It was TJ, right? TJ, but what's his tech friend? Tech friend hadn't heard of. Oh no, it was Ralph. Ralph hadn't heard of LTX Studio. So LTX Studio, if you don't know, is this video creation thing. They're doing a contest right now. They just released some new features, and one of them is lip syncing. So you can now put in dialogue. AJ, it was AJ, not TJ. That's right. Thanks, Joker. AJ, TJ, and RJ. There's too many J people in my life. AJ, not TJ, AJ. All right. So they're running a contest right now, and the deadline for this was like this week, but they extended it to September 3rd. So if you have LTX Studio, they removed the wait list now, so everybody can get access to it. And you can do a fair amount of shit for free for now. And let's see, we're thrilled to launch our latest contest, Voices Unleashed. Showcase your creativity with character dialogue and collaboration features. Theme, human characters discovering the power of speech. First place, $1,500, 6-month subscription. Runner-up, $750, 3-month subscription. Group prize, $750 per member plus 3-month second tier or standard tier subscription. Entry requirements. Video length up to 90 seconds. Submissions, individual or group of 3 to 5 members. Limit, 1 individual entry and 1 group entry per max. Eligibility worldwide, 18 plus. Important dates, contest start date the 21st. Submission deadline the 28th, but that has been changed to September 3rd. Let's see, which I thought it was in here somewhere. Yeah, here. Contest has been extended. Deadline is now September 3rd, 1 p.m. Eastern. All right, so theme, human characters discovering the power of speech. So here's what we're going to do. I want to show you, there's 2 other things I want to do before we dig in. That's my board meeting. Had a board meeting today. Went fine. Thank you for asking. Okay. If you're new here and you're not part of the salon, you need to be part of the salon. Assuming you want to hang out with people that are optimistic about AI, curious about it, building shit in it, building community, not sucking as humans. But if here's the reason to be in the AI salon. If you're one of those people that all of the other people in your life are really annoyed as fuck at you about how much you talk about AI, you need to be in this group. We're your people. if they're like, oh my God, could you just please not talk about AI again? I'm so sick of this. Just. If that's what your friends sound like, you need to hang out with us. Sally, could you please not talk about AI again? Oh, whatever with your stupid AI. Oh, I don't know about you. All of my friends talk like that. It's fucking annoying. So go there. That's our website. Scroll down. You'll see a thing that says join our community. So go join the community. There's a really simple 6-step sort of onboarding process. It doesn't cost anything. Step 2 in the onboarding process is introduce yourself. So go join right now and fucking introduce yourself. Being part of a community like this is going to be your key to employment in the future, is my deep belief. All right, so that's the first thing that we're going to do. Second thing that we're going to do is we're going to dig into this idea of being an agile human. I think for the next while, we're going to keep talking about this. We're going to keep refining this list. By the way, this list is not, there's 2 new things in this from the article that I wrote. So if you want to read the article, that's the origin of where my head is these days. If you go to LinkedIn, to my profile, which is at Kyle Shannon on LinkedIn, and or search for an article called Rise of the Agile Human, you'll see an article on this. But what those attributes right there, those aptitudes, or this collection of components of an aptitude of being good at generative AI, is not about skills anymore. Skills are quickly becoming a commodity, and they're going to be increasingly a commodity. So if you're really good at research, well, AI is going to get really good at research. It's already good at research, but it's going to get really good at research. If what you do is retouch photos, AI is going to get really good at retouching photos in batch. So the people that are going to be valuable are people that are good at this stuff, people that have high curiosity, people that are driven, have ambition, people that think and work creatively, can synthesize things from lots of different areas, people that are good at multitasking and context switching between different modes, horizontal thinking, being able to look across different disciplines and see the bigger picture, critical thinking, right? Being able to like problem solve and think about things like, why are we doing this and who are we doing this for and how do we want this to impact them? And then that allows you to use your taste or your discernment and your judgment to refine things. And then the final thing is adaptability. I would imagine that it's at least the next 5 years, but it's probably more like the next 10. We are all on a regular basis going to be confronted with the fact that everything's changing. How we do stuff today is not going to be how we do things 6 months from now, and 6 months from then, and 6 months from then. So all of this stuff, I just want to start talking about, and I want you to start thinking about who are the people in your life that are really good at this stuff. Where are you on all these skills? Where are you strong? Where are you weak? And start doing things to improve these areas. So we have this contest. And there's a tool here, LTX Studio, and what that tool does is you can just give it a prompt and it'll write a script for you and it'll make a movie. But I want to explore some other ways to do it. So let's see. Let's go to LTX Studio. We'll start Clickless Cage. God damn, that's a good name. Let's see. LTX Studio. So the website is ltx.studio. You're going to sign in with Google. and you can start with an idea where you just give it a prompt and it'll generate shit. You can also start with a script. That's what we're going to go do. And you can also start from scratch. You can just sort of build these components one by one. We'll have to borrow Who Moved My Cheese from Champy. I'm sure he's got a copy. Yeah, exactly. That's good. Send it before you know more than me about rag at this point. ChatGPT came up with Clickless Cage. Love it. We'll have to borrow. Yeah, okay, got that. All right, cool. So we're going to use this. I was dicking around with this earlier, and I created a couple of little scenes. So the way LTX Studio works is it creates a scene, and then within the scene are shots, and it generates these images, and then you can now add in character dialogue. And so each of these little scenes...
You have got to be kidding me. This is too much work.
Each of these little shots...
I'm never going to get through all this.
...has dialogue.
What I really need is an office genie. I mean, office genies are real, aren't they?
Not burning down any awards nominations voting right now, but... All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to jump over to ChatGPT. And it's so funny. I did something this afternoon, and it's not in my prompt history, and I don't know why. Very weird. But what we're going to do is we're going to say, I want you to act as an award-winning screenwriter that specializes in 60-second films, period. I want to create a script for a 60-second film with the theme of human characters developing the power of speech. Then I'm going to say, give me 10 different concepts that include 1 or 2 characters, have a dramatic twist, and have humor or comedy at the core, period. The characters, locations, and plots should be unique and interesting, and avoid cliches and simple approaches, period. Don't be a dum-dum. I love putting down my LLMs. I'm doing it while I can, because once they get real memory and start taking things personally. All right. Desert dialogue, a stranded explorer and a talking cactus. That's kind of cool. Mime's first word. Oh, wow. That's actually a great idea. Mime is performing in a park when a noisy street performer sets up nearby, drowning his act. The mime, frustrated, accidentally mutters, "Quiet," in an actual voice, shocking himself and the audience. The audience, thinking it's a new twist on miming, showers him with money while the street performer stands silent, awestruck. That's pretty funny. The silent partner, the shoe whisperer. All right, so here's what we're going to do. You should give the topic of finding their voices. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay. All right. So now what I'm going to say to ChatGPT is analyze the concepts that you produced and select the top 3 based on how compelling you think they'll be to an audience and how much they have a chance of winning a contest based on that theme. So we'll let ChatGPT actually do the selecting. Elevator epiphany. This concept stands out for its unique setting. Elevator epiphany. Mime's first word. It picked that one because that's a really good one. I think we'll do Mime's first word. Desert dialogue. This is the humor is absurdist, combining seemingly inanimate object offering advice. The twist, where the cactus reveals it fabricated an oasis just to entertain the explorer, adds a layer of irony and unpredictability. If you were a judge, which of the 3 would you select and why? What's elevator epiphany? It really likes that one. An introverted woman and an elevator voice. Stuck in an elevator, an introverted woman starts conversing with an automated voice. Oh, this is kind of cool. She begins opening up about her life, realizing it responds with strongly insightful comments. The twist, the voice is actually malfunctioning AI who then asks for her phone number, leading to an awkward but hilarious situation. Okay, fine. We'll do elevator epiphany. Fine. Oh, look, and ChatGPT is now doing recommendations. Develop the full script. Okay, great. Now write the full script for elevator epiphany, period. Remember that the script is for a video that's only 60 seconds long, period. Describe details about the woman, the elevator, the visual style, and the cinematic shots that will be used to augment the story. All right. We've got Maya, late 20s, early 30s. She's introverted but expressive. Short curly hair and glasses. I like it, nice and visual. She has a warm, slightly awkward demeanor and wears casual business attire, a simple blouse, jeans, and sneakers. Her eyes have a hint of loneliness and curiosity. Oh, Maya! Her body language is closed at first, but becomes more animated as she opens up. The elevator, sleek and modern, chrome panels, cinematic shots, close-ups over the shoulder. Okay, let's see. Interior elevator day. All right. So, Dutch angle. The elevator feels tilted. No, we're still writing. So now we have a script. Let's read it. So by the way, if I go back to this list, I'm going to add to drive bravery. Because I think we're in a weird, what we heard from Ralph and from AJ was that both of these guys are sort of jumping in with both feet and discovering entirely new ways of working. And I think that takes a little bit of guts. So there's some guts to do this, to jump into this, like entering a storytelling contest when you're not a storyteller. I am a storyteller, but like I haven't. One of the reasons I started my company Storyvine is I can't edit video. My ADD doesn't let me do it. I'm not a good storyteller if I actually have to work at it. Definitely curiosity. There's some creativity here, but notice that what we did was our creativity in this case is not creativity in writing the script. Our creativity is in prompting ChatGPT to write the script and then curating it in a creative way. We're going to be multitasking. We're going to switch over to LTX Studio here in a second. We're about to move into this whole phase of critical thinking, taste, judgment, adaptability. So, okay. So let's copy script, Elevator Epiphany. Oh, I said we were going to read this, didn't I? Visual design notes. We'll copy all of that. Then we're going to go to LTX Studio. We're going to go back out to the top. We're going to say input some text. I'm just going to paste this all in here. All right? You can put in 12,000 words or tokens or whatever. Right? That what it generated was 3,000 words. So you're not going to be able to put in a long script here, but you could do little scenes, like if you have a longer story. And then I'm going to say next, and then LTX Studio is going to generate some shit. We can pick a style reference. That's actually really kind of interesting. So there's Maya, distracted woman. She's not wearing a blouse. Why does she have a female Caucasian, brown eyes, shoulder length, dark hair? So we want short, curly, red hair. And so the way LTX Studio works, so there she is. She's got that. Okay, let's see. Clothing, comfortable jeans. So it didn't capture all the shit from our script. So we want comfortable jeans, business casual blouse. Sneakers is fine. Here's her voice. Tamara, upbeat. Where's Tamara?
Work while you have the light.
No.
You are responsible for the
No.
Wrinkles should merely indicate where smiles have been.
Maybe. Jace?
It is.
Trent, Cade, Tyler. These are all dudes. Where's the ladies?
Hey, I'm Aracena.
Oh my god.
In the middle of every difficulty.
No. She's supposed to be a little nervous, right?
If one is lucky, a solitary fantasy can totally transform 1 million.
That's an interesting one. Rachel, calm.
Change in all things is sweet.
No, she sounds boring. Oops.
In the middle of every difficulty lies opportunity. Hey, I'm Aracena.
Oh. I hope you're playing along.
Wrinkles should
That's pretty good.
Wrinkles should merely indicate where smiles have been.
All right, we'll go with Mia. Let's see. Let's give her green eyes. I don't know what that changes. Probably nothing. Okay, apply. And then aspect ratio 16:9. We could do it as a vertical. Vertical could be interesting because we could play it on TikTok here. Although I don't think we're going to get all the way through this. I'm just going to sort of show you how we get this thing up and running, and then making this actually good is going to be challenging. Let's go to, I want to go to this thing. So what this is a site that I use called mymind.ai or .com, mymind.com. And it's just these cards where I can take Twitter posts or whatever, ideas, and throw them in. It's like personal Pinterest or whatever. But I've been using it to capture all these different style references from Midjourney. So what could be kind of cool here is to find a style that could be interesting. That's kind of cool. So now we're getting into discernment and taste. I also kind of like this. Huh. Let's see how this does. Let's see. I wonder if I'm going to screenshot this whole thing. Let's just see how it does. I'm going to screenshot all these multiple images. And we're going to drop it to the desktop. And then we're going to go back to LTX Studio. And we're going to upload that image. So that's going to be our style. So that's going to now re-render style reference intensity. We're going to have that pretty high. Cinematic inspiration. We'll do, ooh, that's really cool. Look at this. I like it. All right. Let's move on. So now I'm going to say next. Actually, you can make money with LTX Studio now, damn it. You know what I'm saying? So it only gave us one scene. The scene begins with an empty elevator, soft hum of machinery. I don't get... The elevator begins its ascent. I don't get why it didn't give us more scenes. But let's see how many shots it gives us. Did it only give us 3? Oh no, it gave us a lot of shots within the same scene. Empty elevator interior. That's a lobby interior. But it's not bad to start with a lobby. So the way this works is, so you've got a scene, so it says, Maya Johnson experiences a humorous elevator delay leading to a lighthearted exchange with the elevator voice. And let's see, shot editor. That's a crazy elevator. and there she all of a sudden has completely different hair. every scene a different hairdo. Continuity errors up the wazoo. Okay. That is not okay. So here's what I've learned about LTX Studio. It's not very good at interpreting a script. So I think what would probably make more sense in this case is to build it from our script. So we would manually be putting in these blocks, the scenes and the shots within it. But if you've got something here where this says empty elevator interior with soft lighting and humming machinery, we're going to go shot editor. So that's going to take us into this. That's clearly business lobby and not an elevator interior. So over here to the left, there's this thing called seed, and you can just keep hitting the give me a new seed. So what I've noticed is that it seems to do these random seeds that sometimes just make no sense. So that's still not an interior elevator. And I think we're gonna empty elevator interior with soft lighting. I'm gonna lose the and humming machinery because I think that's confusing it. Empty elevator interior. Empty elevator interior with soft lighting and controls for 20 floors. See if that helps. Nope. Ba-do-do-do-do-do. You can never have enough seed. I don't understand why this thing doesn't understand what an elevator, the inside of an elevator. So wait, let's say, so we'll say inside of an elevator. I think our style's fucking it up, so we'll change that. There we go. That's sort of looking right, but our styles. Okay, so if your style's all fucked up, what's cool about, I'm gonna flip back to storyboard. So here's all this. I can go to project settings and I can go to style reference. I'm going to trash that. And then we're going to go video style. There's a whole shit ton of different styles here. So let's do Cyber City, horror, gothic, futuristic. We'll try futuristic. And then you say apply. And it's going to regenerate all of our shots with this new style. So there you go. There's your wacky futuristic elevator. Let's see how it does with Maya. We'll go look at the casting list. There's Maya. She's looking badass. That's fine. She can be a badass. And again, it's sort of, let's see, shot editor. Here it gave her long hair again. Now she's got all sorts of weird ass makeup on. All right, so let's go back to the storyboard. So let me show you at least how to do the dialogue. So we won't have any dialogue where it's just the empty elevator. And then in this scene, you can say add character dialogue. And so you've got Maya Johnson. So we've already picked her voice. And so we're going to say, let's see, another day, another soulless 8 hours in corporate hell. And now, so now we've got dialogue. And so now I'm going to say generate video. remember when they made us feel lucky for giving us access keys, and then 2 days later gave them to everyone. I know that was pretty nice. Yeah, this is LTX Studio that we're in. So this is what I would encourage you to do is if you haven't played with it, just go play with it. Some people that want to do video storytelling are going to hate this approach because it's heavy, meaning because you're controlling every single shot and you're trying to get every single shot to do something specific, and because it's janky, it may drive you crazy. Like if you just want to be intuitive and play, this is probably not the tool for you. But if you like this level of control and if you want to do this, if you want to enter the contest, I would encourage you to do it. And it could be the kind of thing where you partner up with people in the salon and put together a group project.
Another day, another soulless 8 hours in corporate hell.
It's pretty good, actually.
Another day, another soulless 8 hours in corporate hell.
Let's move. I can move this, right? Can I grab this and drag it? How do I reorder my scenes? Shot editor? No, not there. Storyboard. Duplicate, delete. Here? Okay. Grab in the upper left-hand corner. All right, so we'll go sound effect, alarm, buzzer. Let's see, alarm. All right. So that's good. Let's see, we'll generate that video. And then we'll do character dialogue for this next scene of you have to be kidding me. Stuck again? Question mark. So she always deals with this thing being, so we'll generate that video. So we'll have a scene where she says, another day, another 8 hours, soulless 8 hours in corporate hell. Then the elevator makes a meh, meh sound. And then she says, you got to be kidding me. So now, while that's rendering, let's go listen to what soundtrack it gave us. No. So we're going to change that. So let's see. Sound. Whimsical. So we're going to say, let's say elevator music. Oh, that's good. Okay, that's good. All right, that's gonna be our soundtrack, and then let's hear her.
Oh, you have to be kidding me. Stuck again.
Oh, that's bad, lady. Oh, you have to. Let's see. Oh no! Exclamation point. These stupid AI elevators you'd think the future would suck less. All right, would suck less. All right, so let's generate that. And now we should be able to see these first three things strung together, and it'll give us the background music. And you'll get the basic idea. But so this is basically it. So it generates, scenes with shots in them. Each of the shots you can say, I want a character in there or not. You can change the look and feel of it. You can change the voice of the characters. One bug that I found is if you render dialogue and then change the voice after that, if you don't change the script, it'll keep the old voice. That's just a stupid bug. But anyway, this will get going. Let's let it render that last little video and see if her acting sucks less with better words.
Oh no, these stupid AI elevators. You'd think the future would suck less.
That's good. Okay, so now we're going to say preview. And so you'll notice down here, I've got these three are rendered, and then these three are just static, meaning these are just images. So it's going to give you like a storyboard for these things, but it'll have movement for all of these. And now it's got lip syncing. And then you can say generate all, and it'll generate all those into movies, but we don't have any dialogue in there. But let's watch the little movie that we made.
Another day, another soulless 8 hours in corporate hell.
It didn't give us...
Oh no, these stupid AI elevators. You'd think the future would suck less.
It didn't give us our sound effect. The dum-dum. Zhang, dang, dang. I like the music, though. Sound effect. Alarm. Regenerate video with the sound effect. Maybe I needed to regenerate the video. Zhang, dang, dang, ka dang, dang, ka dang, ka dang, 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 ka dang, ka dang. I assume it's not going to give it to us here, no. But I think it does it out here. I'll try this one more time. The other thing that you can do, if you don't like the images that it's generating in LTX Studio, you can go over to Midjourney or to DALL-E, and you can make all your images outside of this, and you can import them for every scene, and it'll just animate the image that you bring in. So I think if I were really putting one of these together, that's probably what I'd do, is kind of storyboard it outside of LTX Studio, and then manually just build the storyboard.
Another day, another soulless 8 hours in corporate hell. Oh no, these stupid AI elevators. You'd think the future would suck less.
So here's the other bits. She looks different in every scene. You're almost out of computing seconds. Uh-oh, you've got to pay money. If you want to make a complete shitty movie, you're going to have to pay for that. All right. So there you go. There's a teeny tiny glimpse of LTX Studio. One of the themes that is emerging for me as I'm starting to think about all these tools getting more sophisticated, one of the themes that's emerging for me is that these tools are getting more and more complicated. And I think they're going to get more complicated before they get more easy. I think they will get more easy, but I don't think that's going to be short term. I think that you're going to need some ambition and some drive and some, if you want to actually get some shit done, you're going to have to dig in and, learn Make Automations or learn LTX Studios or learn video editing and just go put your piece parts together individually and then edit them some version of manually. Using ChatGPT, using Claude, even though Claude has this cool thing called artifacts, which, by the way, artifacts now in Claude, if you haven't seen artifacts are pretty amazing. So here's Claude. Is this Claude? Yeah. So here I am in Claude.ai, and I can say, let me make sure I'm doing a new, start new chat. Start new chat. Oh, wait, hang on. What's going on here? Start new chat. Why is this not working? What's happening, people? Make me a playable version of the arcade game Frogger. So if you haven't seen Artifacts, Artifacts is this little window here where Claude is now coding a playable version of the game Frogger, and then it should just let me play it. But it looks like shit. Okay. And then we can go back and tell it. I don't see any logs, cars, or anything other than the frog. Please make the graphics look like the original game. And now it's going to go create a new version of this. This capability used to only be available to paid members. They made this available to everyone now. So if you want to get ambitious about coding, you can start to experiment with it here. But again, this makes, okay, this is going to be impossible. Oh, I did it. Yes. Wait. Oh, wait. I don't. Oh, okay. It fucked up. All right. So that worked. I mean, this is horrible, but it works. Nice. If you haven't seen this before, I mean, crazy, fucking bonkers, right? That's Artifacts. That's there. So, like, even something like Claude, which is just a simple large language model, is now more complicated than a simple large language model. If I go to something like Perplexity, Perplexity is interesting because it's somewhere between a large language model and a search engine. It's good for doing research, but they've added this new thing called Pages, which is like this instant article generator. So I could say, history of 80s arcade games. And so what Claude's going to do now is make us an article with little research sections. Key games, Space Invaders, blah, blah, blah. Technical innovations, cultural impact. Anyone else used to steal rolls of quarters from the neighbors and take the bus to the mall to play arcade games? No? Losers. So I can add in graphics for each of these little sections. Nice, that works. Beautiful. We're going to change that though. Let's do that image. Oh wait, we already have that image. Let's do that image. There you go. That's what it looked like. And I can now publish this. So this is now published. So I can copy this link. I can jump over to the AI Salon, go to the AI Irregulars channel, pop this in here. It didn't give me a good graphic, did it? Just a moment. Let's see. Where is that tab? There? No. There it is. So I'm gonna go screenshot this. We'll make our own graphic. Thanks for nothing. So there's our graphic. We'll go back to the AI Salon. Get rid of that graphic. Put in our own damn graphic. Bang. Post. So now if you go to the AI Irregulars channel, that article is now there for you to go look at. So all of these tools that started out really simple, we started with ChatGPT and it was just kind of like this text box and it's like, just give me a poem and it would give you a poem and it was really simple. They're all starting to turn into these multi-headed, multimodal beasts that do images and sounds and craziness. And I think this complexity is going to keep coming. So I feel like there's kind of two ways that you can navigate these waters. One is you can try to be wide, broad, look across lots of different categories of tools. The other one is you could just dive deep on any single tool and probably spend a month getting good at it or a year getting good at it. So there you have it. That's the Wednesday wisdom. This was cool. This was a fun night. It was really fun having those guys hop on the channel and show off some stuff and talk. So I hope we do that some more. So again, thanks to whoever made that happen. That was super cool. I rode my bike to town to the arcade. Yep, perfect. Wolfman Clint, nice. That was pages that I just showed was on Perplexity. Claude is the one that does the artifacts standalone applications that you can also publish those and share those. We're just in a weird, we're in this weird inflection point where the tools are getting more and more powerful. They're getting more and more sophisticated. The research labs and engineers are adding more and more features to them. And it is not at all clear what's a waste of time or not. And my philosophy right now is nothing is a waste of time, and very little of what you produce right now will survive probably a year. It probably won't survive 6 months. And so that one of the attributes in my little list is adaptability. So the ability to just keep moving, keep exploring, keep learning, keep building, keep learning out loud and telling people about it. Don't get too tied up in the preciousness of anything you build, because it's probably going to go away. It's definitely going to go away. So with that, let's wrap this shit up. Let's get on out of here. With artifacts, can you build... Wait, you can build Frogger, but so what? Well, you can also, I mean, like, that's just one parlor trick. You could also build asteroids or missile defense. You can upload a white paper to Claude and say, turn this white paper into an interactive dashboard. You can upload a CSV file of your business and say, give me a dashboard for scenario planning for my business based on the data in this spreadsheet. That what I showed is simple and stupid shouldn't dissuade you from going and playing with that tool. I don't know if you noticed what it did. Make me a game. It wrote the code and then put it in a player in whatever that was, 30 seconds. Now, was it a game worth sharing? No. But if I spent more than 3 minutes on it, you could probably do some pretty sophisticated stuff. But that's the whole point. My whole point is that the depth of these AI tools is significant. And so, you know, you're either going to skate across the surface of these things, or you're going to find one that you like. Cindy Kuhn loves LTX Studio. There's other people in the salon that hate LTX Studio because it's a very particular kind of interface and kind of tool. Some people are going to love it. Some people are going to hate it. So I think the game right now is play with enough of these tools to find one where you're like, holy shit, that's amazing. And then just dive deep into that tool, start exploring all of what it can do. And just get good at being nimble. We're all going to have to become kind of these fishes swimming these waters, figuring out what's good, what's not, what's dangerous, what's not, what's exciting, what's not. And then know that 3 months from now, you'll probably be bored of the shit you were excited about, and there'll be some new thing there. With articles, you can build... Oh, with artifacts, you can build Frogger, but so what? Yeah, we saw that. I've used artifacts to create classes and quizzes. Very nice. 25K is a stretch. Mr. IT is a Suno convert. Mr. IT hated when I did Suno nights, and now he's like, can we do some more Suno? Hello, we need more Suno. Can we make songs? Can we make songs? Look at my hair. My hair's gone. My hair's gone wonky. Look at it. It's like a fucking helmet. It's like a hair helmet on a bald head. All right, everybody. Let's get out of here. Thanks for hanging out tonight. Follow my channel. Subscribe. Keep coming back. Thank you, irregulars. Thank you, a pink bow for 20. All right, I'll put on the pink bow. Listen, if you don't get, we're at 20,000 likes. You have about 30 seconds to get to 25,000. So I'd get fucking tapping on that screen. Lord Digital Gods, thank you for the roses. I mean, there are no pink bows. Corey Sandler, if you're still on here, I got a bone to pick with you. There's nothing wrong with how I'm wearing this bow. This is how headbands were meant to be worn. I don't know what you women are talking about with your headband malfeasance accusations. It's not fair. It's not right. You telling me I don't look pretty? I think I look fucking stunning. All right, let's do some romper room magic mirror, shall we? Ocean's in the house. Tobias, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Emilio's wife. Corey Sandler, he wears it beautifully. Hey, Bob, I feel pretty. Oh, so pretty. I feel pretty and witty and gay. Oh, yeah. Janu, good to see you. Winston, great to see you too. Can you spin the dragon egg too? Of course I can. Here's the dragon egg. This is courtesy of Vicky Baptiste. And, I'm a professional. I come to the AI Learning Lab to learn about artificial intelligence and machine learning. You too can be a professional taking professional style workshops from me, the professor of the AI Learning Lab. Oh,
you can make money with ChatGPT.
That too. Thank you for the wiener, T-Rock. I really appreciate your wiener. Yep, that's exactly how you wear them, straight across our foreheads. Exactly. This is, why would you not wear it like this all the time? I don't get it. I don't understand. T-Rock, thank you very much for that galaxy. Did we hit 25,000? Ah, you guys are amazing. Okay, awesome. All right, 2 Block Tom's in the house. Danielle, great to see you. T-Rock, thank you for everything. Thank you for the gifts. Really appreciate that. AI Bob, good night. Cosmic Lover, great to see you. Brandon, thank you so much as always. Thanks, Joker, for bringing in guests. That was super cool. Daisy May in the house. T-Rock, Papa JJ, Winston Hardy. Mel's in the house. Ulu RX. She is the gifter of. Okay, Mel, this is how you wear it. Correct? Thank you. Case closed. For us to chill. When is your next LinkedIn meeting? My LinkedIn office hours are Fridays at 11 a.m. Mountain. So 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific on LinkedIn. And it's called AI Office Hours with Kyle. This is a new bow trend. This is something. It's, do you know people, can I just tell you something? I'm going to be up for some super important position like 3 years from now. And they'll be like, Kyle, listen, this has been fantastic getting to know you. You're a remarkable human being. Your career has been just stellar, staggering. We would love to work with you. Unfortunately, Mr. Shannon, we discovered some videos. And listen, I mean, whatever you do in your own time, really up to you. But care to explain the pink bow thing? Like, was this a midlife kind of situation? What? You did that publicly. Is that an AI fake? Is that a deep fake? I'll deal with it. I'll deal with it. I'll say, yeah, I wore pink bows for a couple of months. Mr. Shannon, this is a professional organization. It's come to our attention. It's all part of the therapy. That's it. I'll just say it's part of the therapy. I was weird. Listen, you can judge me all you want. I was healing trauma. Okay? All right? I had a pink bow situation when I was very young, and I don't like to talk about it. But I feel complete with it now. And if you're going to use that to judge me, we can just go straight to human resources right now. Yeah, that's how I might respond. I think that's probably a better call. All right. by myself in the closet, laughing. There's another intervention coming. The bows may bring exactly the attention you deserve. I need a puffy pink bow. Hey, Mel, I think we're going to move some of these pink bows. Listen, Mel, here's the deal. Go to Ulu RX. Buy these. Mel, 15%. Any sales that come from the AI Learning Lab, we're going to make a fucking fortune on these things. These are the AI... Okay, here's the deal. You cannot successfully learn, you cannot become AI literate in the modern era without wearing one of these. This is the key to AI literacy. The pink bow. You want to...
You can make money with ChatGPT.
You think you're going to do it without one of these? You're not. You're not. Okay? So get a pink bow. UluRx.com. Order them up. They come with wristbands, too. You get the bow. What? Oh, I suppose, Corey, I wear the wristbands wrong, too. Apparently, you're supposed to wear them on your elbows. Good Lord. Oh. Listen. The implication that I am somehow not a professional is it's just rude. It's just rude. I went to school for this. TikTok production. I have a PhD. In the 2 features I know how to use on TikTok. Oh my God. Do have a lot of those. See my concept about bicep bands. Sir, what are your qualifications? Okay, listen. Here's my qualifications. I am an expert in headband management. My qualifications, I went to Headband University in the 80s when headbands were all the rage. You know what else I'm good at? Leg warmers. All right? Why do I just know that I'm going to regret these days? These days with the pink bow. It's going to be bad. I think nothing good is coming from this. Oh, can we brand them AI Learning Lab and sell them on the TikTok shop? Yeah, I'll sell you Madagascar vanilla beans and pink headband bows that apparently I don't know how to wear. The internet is forever. Oh, Lord. I knew it. Leg warmers. You don't think I'm wearing leg warmers right now? I'm sporting them from my ankles to my thighs, people. I do 6 leg warmers in a row, even in the summer. Nothing worse than chilly legs. That's what I always say. Pink bow, white tube top. All right, I'll get a tube top. I was in a headband control. Oh, gotta get Crocs. I'm looking for a man with a pink bow. Trust fund. Wait, I'm looking for a man in finance. Trust fund. Pink bow. All right, you fucking weirdos. This is good. This is fun. Thank you all so much, and have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday. It's today, Wednesday? Yeah. All right. Cool. This was fun. Peace out, everyone. Have a good night.